Hey guys, well, I got hair going all different directions. Hey guys, I don't know what's going on. It wouldn't let me go live for a second there. And we got Cheryl, we've got Mom in there because Mom's sitting right here next to me. Gonna go ahead and put on the glasses. Yes, Cheryl, you are on time. I am late. You're on time. I was having problems getting the YouTube thing working. What's up, Scott? Rambling with the brooms. So, it wouldn't let me go horizontal. It gave me the option. I chose it, but then it would not let me go live. It wouldn't let me start the live. And I did everything I knew to do except restarting the whole thing. And the last thing to change was the position setting of the camera. So now we're live, but it is vertical. I don't like it vertical. How is everybody doing? Cheryl always gets confused on Mountain and Eastern time. Oh, it's 6:07 there. So guys, let's go ahead and do the affiliate links that are in the description and get that over with. So I have two, and one of them is Switch Away, and Switch Away is a grassroots movement trying to shift consumer spending away, back to American-made and family-owned. And so if you'll click on the Switch Away link in the description below, it'll take you to their website and tell you a little bit about who they are. If you put in your contact information, Sophia will be reaching out to you and introducing you to an online store, and you can order items online and it'll be shipped right to your front door. And you might say, well, you can go to the Walmart website and purchase stuff and have it shipped to you right to your front door, but who are you supporting when you do that? What countries are you supporting? This is all American made, and it is family owned. And so check that out. The next one is Jace Medical. Jace Medical provides an emergency supply of your daily chronic medications and or a case of 5 antibiotics. These are emergency supplies. And you can, these will be prescribed to you by a doctor. This is not like an online medical treatment. This is not an ongoing online treatment. This is a a yearly purchase, once a year purchase of your medications or antibiotics to set aside in case of an emergency situation, in case the world gets crazier or there's a huge snowstorm and you can't get medical care. Then you would have those prescriptions available to you at your house or wherever you keep them. And Hovita is in here, and Deborah is in here, and Kathy is in here. Hello guys, girls, gals. Man, I don't like this setting. Bins over acres. So that last video that I put up is not doing well as far as views go. So do me a solid. If you haven't watched it, go watch it, share it with others. The thing is, it's not getting like the click-through rate. People aren't clicking on it. They'll see the thumbnail, they're not interested, they don't click on it, and the views aren't there. But the people that do click on it watch it a lot longer than the other videos. So it's in some ways it's doing good, in other ways it is not. But if you'd share that out, that would be awesome. Hey Peggy, how are you? Are you guys keeping up? How many of you, just like give me a thumbs up in the chat, or yeah, just a thumbs up in the chat. How many of you guys are watching the Eddy Family Farm? I'll rewatch it again and we'll share it out. Thank you, Hovita. You don't have to rewatch it. It doesn't, like, unless you just want to. it doesn't do any good to rewatch it this soon. If you came back 6 months from now and rewatch it, it would make a difference. But if you watch it, Chris watches them. Now, the Eddy family farm, the reason I'm bringing them up is because I've been watching them for a few years now, but Kathy watches them. They are like me in that they don't know how to farm, they don't know how to homestead. They come from, they came, I don't know how big, it's a small town, so it's kind of, they come from a town, not a big city. Sharon watches them. Hey, JB Conway's in here. That's Pure Okie. Hello. Greetings and blessings, friend. Thank you, JB. So anyway, they came from the city. Brandon was a police officer. He's got a wife, 4 kids, and they threw themselves in head first out into the country setting, out into all of these animals, and have had no idea what they were doing. I started to say had no idea what they're doing. They had no idea what they're doing. There are a lot of things right now that they still haven't gotten down, because there is a lot to learn. It's a large learning curve when you get out and learn how to garden and taking care of the different kinds of animals, because each one needs to be cared for differently and has different nutritional needs and shelter needs and all of that. But they came from town and put themselves on, I think, about 15 acres, and they've got ponies, they've got llamas or alpacas, I don't know, I can't tell the difference in the two. They've got all kinds of chickens, they've got a turkey now, just a mixture of animals. They had a steer, he's like being processed, but they just jumped in all at once, and are learning a lot all at once, and I am fascinated with it. And so I only got Sharon, Sharon, Kathy. If you guys don't watch the Eddy family, go over there, check them out, watch a few of their videos, give them a try, because it is essentially the same type of thing that I'm doing. It's just me and Greg, and we're moving more slowly than the Eddy family. If you want to go quickly, jump in heads first and get into all kinds of mess, head on over to their channel. Chris said Kaysen brought home a baby chick this weekend for $2. Very cute. So I watch them, but I'm behind on everybody's channel. It's not, I can't keep up like all the time. I do catch up, especially on the weekends. I get a better chance of catching up, but actually that's not true. It's usually the beginning of the weeks that I can catch up. But at the first of the month, the end of the month is real busy at work, and so I am behind. Cassie and Gary, they went live earlier today, and I started watching the live stream, and then got busy at work and I just never went back, and I need to do that tonight, because Cassie and Gary have, I think, how many, did y'all watch that live stream? They got like 80 chicks hatching or something. They've got more eggs in there, but that's how many have started hatching or something like that. I haven't seen it all. It's a huge number of chicks being hatched at one time for one farm that doesn't use them for meat. Kathy says, yep, they are newbies, but like Lorie, they are learning and doing what they love. Yes, they are. And it's comical. It really is. Brandon's funny. Well, he tries to be funny. I mean, he is. I'm not saying that they're funny because they want to be. Brandon is funny. He cuts up a lot. Peggy says they have really cute kids, and the kids help a lot on the farm. They do. Deborah says over 80 and more Pippin. So Cassie and Gary have over 80 chicks. They have a huge incubator, but when they went to a meetup, a bunch of people brought them hatching eggs, and they had more hatching eggs than they had room for in that incubator, and so they had to resort back to some of the incubators they had stored. Walkers are up to about 100. You said 100 pipping? They can't do that. I said the number would be 99. They can't go past 99. Now go back over there and tell them it's got to be 99 or less. Cheryl says, I watch them but don't always like them. They appear to be fake. Are you talking about, Cheryl, are you talking about the Eddie family? Because they're not fake. I mean, if that's who you're talking, well, Walkers or Eddie, I know them both. I've been around both of them, and they're very nice folks. I've hung out with them. Neil, hello. Have had a chance to watch the Walkers yet today? You haven't had a chance? And I don't know, Abby? Okay, Abby U7. Yes, Cheryl's talking about the Eddie family. Cheryl, I've met them. I don't think they are. I really don't. I like them a lot. They're very, very friendly people. Abby has, okay, you haven't seen it. Peggy says they're definitely not fake. I hate it that's how you feel about it. I really do. Because I don't think they are. They're just really, really down to earth, friendly people. They're just new to everything they're doing right now, and they're excited about it, and yeah, they're not fake. Susan, the Walkers and the Eddie family farm are far from fake. I thought you said far more fake. Far from fake. I never met them, but I can tell they are not fake. No, neither one of them are fake. Neil says, I've chatted with Brandon and there is nothing fake about him. Deborah loves the Walkers. And so, yeah, you can't help. There are just some people you click with and some people you don't. And some people, you're kind of hesitant to trust. There are people that I didn't trust right off and found out later that I should have, and then vice versa. There have been people that I trusted and I should not have. But you just got to go with how you feel. Just sit back and watch and make your decisions what's best for you. Sharon says, love the Eddie and the Walker families. Sharon said that. Cheryl says, friendly, but they try to talk so proper and just act so different from where I started watching them. Huh. I've not noticed that. Kathy is a true chicken lady. Kason, Eddie is trying to be the real chicken kid. Those chickens have really changed Kason. They've been good for him. Guys, no kitties yet. Hey, there's Ed Kirkpatrick. Hey, Ed knows them too. Ed's met them. Where's Greg? So, Jovita, Greg is moved out last night. I'm kidding. Kidding. I'm over here at Mom's house. Greg worked today at the chicken place, the egg place, and I was at work. Dad picked him up from work, and they went. So, Mom and Dad had moved over here, but they hadn't moved their 2 dogs yet because these people hadn't gotten finished with the fencing yet. They're still out here working on the fencing, and they're supposed to get done today. And Greg and Dad went into town to get Dad's oil changed and pick up one of the dogs and bring them out here. And I think, Mom, are you going back? Mom and my nephew are going to go back a little bit later, and here in just a little bit, actually. You get the second dog, and so he's just not here right now. He did not move out. I was just kidding, but he's just not here right now. Let's see. Neil says, I think people think they're fake because they try to make their daily lives more accessible to more people by making videos more entertaining. They are posting a lot of videos. You know, you're seeing 20, 30, maybe 40 minutes of a day or two, like that could be 2 days, and they're trying to post more of that. And so when you start the camera, you've got to be doing something. I mean, you don't start the camera when you're sitting on the couch watching TV. I don't have a couch or TV, but you see what I'm saying. You have to go out and do something, and it's difficult. And they're doing more of it. They've got 2 channels going, and both channels are posting a lot of videos, and their channels are growing quickly. Cheryl says, go back to when they was woodworking, then watch a now video. I'll do that. I did watch them when they were, I started watching them back. I saw them when they went out to Daniel's house, and I don't even remember. I know Brandon took Daniel a flag, you know, one of those wooden flags, and that's when I started watching them. So I watched them back then, but yeah, I will go back. I will go and see what you're looking for or looking at. But that in itself would not change no matter what was there, because I've been around them, and I'll be around them later this month too. Pretty savvy old woman, and I don't think that any of the Oklahoma channels are fake. Peggy, there are a lot of Oklahoma channels. I don't know. Do not know. I know the few. I know a few, and they're not. The animals are definitely helping Kason. Yes, it's just like bringing. Ovita. It's just bringing him out of his shyness. I thought maybe you said Greg. What do you mean? He's grown so much, especially. Hey, talk about going back and watching videos. You guys, I'll probably regret this, but go back and watch my beginning videos. You do evolve after you've been doing it for a while. You get used to talking into a camera, because it feels so weird talking to a camera, whether you're alone or with someone, or talking to someone else while you're in front of the camera. At first, it's very odd. It's I don't know. Go watch mine at the beginning. That's embarrassing. I've tried going back and watching mine recently in the beginning, and I can't. It's embarrassing. You thought maybe I sold Greg. Nobody would buy him. I had an offer on Mom. Actually, no, I did have an offer on him. I had to keep the blue healer though. Yes, he's grown. If you're talking about Kason, yes, he's grown a lot with his talk. He didn't hardly talk at all, and then you couldn't really understand him, but he's like, talks all the time. Any word on his tiny house? Yeah, we're ready to call. So we talked to electrician again. Electrician wants us to, we discussed whether hooking it up to my house or adding a, what do you call those boxes? Mom, what do you call those boxes? Huh?
I can't remember.
You know, the boxes on the poles. What are they called? Anyway, one of those. And he thinks, the electrician thinks, since my plan is in the future getting the shop, electric to the shop, and the thought that, you know, Greg wants like a mini split, heat and air, that it would be a better idea to get another meter on the pole. There is a meter out there. I mean, there is a pole out there separate from my house, but it's on my property. There's a pole out there with a meter on it that actually runs Mom and Dad's well on this side of the street, because all this property used to be one piece. And so he said to call the electric company and see if they will come out and look and see if they could put a second meter on that, so that we can run electric to Greg's house and to the shop. said he'd looking at probably about $800 there. But as far as his price is concerned, the cost will be about the same whether they ran it from my house or ran it from the new meter. But he feels like it's going to be a lot better on my utilities, on my strain on my house if we just set a new meter. So and I was going to, we talked about it this weekend, calling the electric company, but I gotta find time to do that because I am really busy on the first of the months. It's a wonder that I get off in time to come do these live streams on the first of the months. Kathy loves all the Okie families. Would be honored to meet every one of them. I've learned things I forgot through the years. Okie Homesteading Expo, March of 2024 would be a good place. There's a lot of them there. A lot of us. I guess I'm one of them, but a lot of Oklahoma. A lot of YouTube channels, not just Oklahoma. Ed is listening and making pound cake with his mother. Who did a live on the birth of what baby? Susan? Thank you, Jovita. Jovita says smash that thumbs up, y'all. I keep getting notifications up here. It's distracting. People need to watch some of the families' videos. Wait, Sharon says, people need to watch some of the families' first videos to learn about them and see how far they've come along and to see how much more comfortable they are doing videos and sharing. Yeah, it changes mine. Like I said, I can't watch my videos from the beginning. It turns my stomach. Ellen enjoys. They're not fake, and I enjoy Grandpa Paul channel. He's Lester's dad. I don't know who they are or who he is. I don't know that one. I think they are all referring to the fact when they started they were not sure about how to engage their viewers. Now they know what they are doing and are more confident. Confidence is a big factor. And it's like, there's Chase. It's like not my goat guy building a fence. It's like I forgot what I was going to say. I got distracted. We just says Greg can never move out. Oh, I know what I was going to say. This last video that I did, not very many people are clicking on it, and the reason is because of the title and because of the thumbnail. And you have to a lot of times, unless you'll get the people who are just faithful to the channel, who just like you or your channel or what you're doing. There are people that are just like Jovita, that are just faithful to the channel, and they're gonna watch no matter what the title says. And but truthfully, you have to make a thumbnail and make a title that's gonna cause people to want to click. And that's why this video that I did is not doing well, because it is not, unless you're just looking for that topic, it's not one that would be an attention grabber. And that's what a lot of people are doing. The channels are doing is trying to just get your attention, trying to post a title or a thumbnail that will grab your attention, because you guys are looking at a whole bunch of pictures at once and you're able to just scroll real fast, and that picture has to grab your attention, and then the title next. And so yeah, sometimes people get upset about the titles or the thumbnails or whatever, but it's just a tactic to try to get people to click. We're in competition with the other thumbnails, not necessarily each other, but with the other thumbnails that are run across your screen or your phone. Nobody says Greg can never move out. Peggy says none that I watch except maybe one family that started in Missouri. Again, lost. I forgot where we were. where I forgot where that came from. Homestead. Still in portrait mode. So yeah, Terry, I did what you told me to. I thought it was gonna work because it was off, right? And so before I started this live on YouTube, I decided to go on YouTube rather than StreamYard. It gave me the option to do it horizontal or vertical in the settings, like when I started. It wasn't there before. But after I changed the settings in the phone, like you told me to last week, it gave me that option in YouTube when I tried to go live. So I set it horizontal. But then when I would try to push live, it would not go live. And I tried to change a whole bunch of different things, and it would not start the live until I went back and made it portrait. Regina rebooted. Hello. That's hard to say. MT says she's listening while she makes dinner, so going to say a group hello to all in the chat. Meter box, that's right, Susan. Pure Okie says you have grown and gotten so much more comfortable. I have been there since your beginning. Yeah, you get comfortable with being on camera. You get comfortable with who cares what they put in the comment. Now I get mad, I get angry. You know, I get frustrated sometimes with the comments. Not y'all's comments, but you know, people, especially like if I put a short out, it goes out further. It goes beyond just my subscribers and those who are already watching the channel because they like the channel for whatever reason. But when you put shorts, it's a different method. It's a different YouTube puts it up there differently, so a lot more people get to view it. And I get some crazy comments, and I get aggravated. But there, you know, like this goat shelter that I'm building right now. I know that it's not right. Like it wouldn't pass any kind of city code or anything. So there was a time that I would have been, I'm not gonna do this because I know I'm gonna mess it up, and I know they're gonna kill me in the comments, and I know they're gonna think this and they're gonna think that, and they're gonna be right. But I've gotten past that. Like when you go out, when you're filming, when you're doing this, you have to have something to film. And like I said earlier, you can't just be sitting on the couch watching TV, filming that. Nobody's gonna watch that. And you can't build too many shelters like I did because nobody's gonna watch that either. But you have to show what you're doing. And what I'm doing is adding a goat shelter, and I don't have the money to pay someone to come do it. But on top of that, it's not what I'm doing. It's not the life that I'm living, and it's not what I'm doing on YouTube, paying someone else to come do it. My life right now is learning how to do a lot of this myself. And that is also what the channel is, me learning how to do what I'm doing. And so it takes a while to get over and say the heck with whatever anybody else says and do it. And so you'll see that as people move on, you kind of get I don't know, hardened, used to it. I don't know. Not to say that comments don't affect me at all, but it does get easier. The Eddy family farm did a live on the birth of one of their new baby goats. They got like, well, I don't know, 50, 60 goats. They got a lot of goats. Some YouTube channels change for better and some change for worse. This is true. Deborah's not wrong there. Cheryl, hello. I made a live from Texas. Shelly Walker's in here, Mom.
Oh man.
She's got me going on her TV and on my phone. Cool.
Well, I can't find her.
Oh, it is in South Texas. Mom, I'm behind in chat, so you have to scroll back. Shelly, say something again so Mom can see her name or picture or something. I don't know. Chris Smith. Lester is from I'm a Survivor Sanctuary. Okay. Papa's his dad. I don't watch them. I don't know who. I mean, I didn't know Papa, but I don't watch I'm a Survivor or Longhorn Lester's. Always watch all of your videos. I know you do, Jovita. The only ones I don't like are the ones that ask for money. Who, like, ask for money, like, I'm not seeing that. I mean, I could see that. Actually, I see preachers do that, but actually, yeah, I have seen that. Well, I said that one comes to mind, but I know people ask, and it was in the last live, and I've forgotten who asked. Oh, it was Jody, I think, asked about my PayPal account, and I said I didn't have a PayPal account anymore. And that's because they changed their terms of service, and I've been thinking about it. I've been researching their terms of service and watching on, what took place there and what they did about it and what their excuses are, and just trying to get it settled in my mind. I'm leaning towards starting a PayPal again, and I'm not saying that because it just your comment led me to it. The reason is because companies, when they want to do a sponsorship, that's how they pay out, is through PayPal. Most of them, I've lost a lot of money not being able to have sponsorships because a lot of them are not here in the States. But regardless of where they're from, most of them have to do it through PayPal. So I'm leaning towards that, unless somebody knows something else about PayPal that I haven't heard yet, but I have been looking. So Lori's link to her latest premiere. Thank you, Jovita. Hello, what's your OnlyFans? I don't understand the question. Is that Aiden 41K Gaming? Or man, I can't read it. It says Aiden. What's my OnlyFans? I don't know what that means. MT, that's weird. I'm wondering if it is because you're using your phone. Heard that had the same issue. Yeah, so they did an update. You guys go live on your computer, so I don't know if it's changed, but on the computer, but on the phone, actually, Cassie, on the last one, Cassie sent me a screenshot of her phone, and it looked different on y'all's end too. Like the viewers' end even looked different on the live stream. They've done something different, and it's hard to get used to. The worst thing a lot of channels do is spend too much time apologizing. Shelly Walker, Jaded. Did you see that, Mom?
No, but I'm typing. Hello,
Okay.
Shelly.
Peggy, I think the YouTubers do not want to let anyone down. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I don't know. So everybody's different. Everybody does it for a different reason and react differently to things. I don't know. You got to do what you got to do when it comes to the animals, and Sam and I would be happy to come help you do some things. I know, I appreciate it, JB. Junebug, hi. Hey, Junebug. I know you would, JB. I know you would. JB, she's done a lot. She's sent things. Kathy says, I love your shelters. They would never hold up in Minnesota blizzards, but okay, as far as different, you are doing what will work in your area. I hope it works in my area. Shelly said hello, Mom. I don't know if you're reading this. Junebug 18, can you play Me Gustas to what? I don't understand. After you're done. Me gustas too, after you're done. I don't understand that, Junebug. Or you're really behind in the chat just saying, hey, okay, I'm working on it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you're right, Jovita. I just need to skip all these comments. Jody, there she is. I skipped them all, Jovita. If I didn't respond to your comment, that's going to be on Jovita. Jody, hello. I was talking about you earlier. We're good. Well, good. We're just fine. It does. Deborah. Therese. Wait. See, Jovita, you made me skip the chat. Okay, there it is. Lorie, I was unsubscribed to 2 of my YouTube channels. I subscribed again. I wonder why that happens. I don't know. But it does. Junebug. Lorie's not familiar with Spanish artists. I'm not even going to try to say that. Why would I? Junebug, who are you? Where are you from? What's up? Chris, with your videos being portrait, the comments field is really small, short at the bottom of the screen on my cell phone. See, Chris, that's the way it is for me too, and it's hard for me to read. Jody says her ears were ringing. Mom says, hey, Shelly, glad you were on here. So, Jody, I was telling them earlier, the chat's been all over the place. We've talked about moving all over the place in the chat. And so, somehow something was said about YouTubers asking for money. And I said, and then it reminded me that, it reminded me of the things that I have gotten and that I've received in the mail from people, and the PayPal thing. You had asked that I put up my PayPal thing, and I told you that I had dropped PayPal, but I was considering getting PayPal again so that I could work with companies and get sponsorships. And I was going over that and asking if anybody had heard anything more on PayPal. Have we heard anything negative about PayPal? I'm looking for it. I'm watching their terms of service and make sure they say it was an accident. But I wanted to make sure that nobody else had heard anything negative, because I really need to make a decision soon, because I am talking to, I'm talking to several companies, but I'm talking to one right now where we're in the negotiation stages, and so I need to make a decision on the PayPal thing real soon. And just like that, I'm behind in chat. Daily quotes, want to know again, how old are you? Sarah Smith, howdy. All chats acting weird for me, so not sure if it came through before. I don't know if it did or not. Jovita made me skip a whole lot of the chat, but hi Sarah, I see your comment now. How's the weather in California? Shelly, I guess. You want to know from Shelly?
Yeah.
Or you want to know from Jovita? She's in Texas. That's close.
Oh, yeah, it is. I bet it's hot in Texas.
I bet it's hot in Texas too. Deborah says she's old enough. Yep. You meant what? Birth? I don't understand. I don't understand that. Daily quotes. Lorie Cart, good evening. Again, Mom's like having a private conversation with Shelly, it looks like. Yeah, Go ahead, Jovita. I still have no issues with PayPal. Yeah, it wasn't that there was issues with them taking money or or something like that. It was more of a thing where they changed their terms of service to where they said if you were caught, and I don't remember the terms. I did a video on it last, I think, November, if you want to go look at that, because I did put it up on the screen what it said exactly. But something about if you were caught spreading misinformation, and they did not say caught using, but they said if you were a part of spreading misinformation, that YouTube can fine you. I think it was either $1,500 or $2,500. And with that in itself is bad enough, but with the idea of them being attached to your bank account and they can actually take money from your bank, yeah, that was a problem. And because the problem is spreading misinformation where? On YouTube, on Facebook, on the phone, and also what would be considered misinformation, you know? And so, and then the fact that PayPal wants to they said fine you either $1,500 or $2,500. I mean, what? They don't have that right. They can't fine you. It's not like they're the law. You know what I'm saying? So that was the problem. That was my concern. I'm in the Sierra foothills in Northern California. We are in the low 80s. Did you see that, Mom? She's talking to you.
I'm trying to get back to her.
Oh, you're trying to respond? Jovita,
Yeah,
I do not.
slow.
I do as no one. Okay, hold on. Jovita, I do as no one believe that I'm my age. It's cooling off. Shirley says it's cooling off here. Everything I've dealt with PayPal has been positive. Too positive. It's been sending out too much money. And Cheryl, yeah, I had PayPal for a couple of years before this came out on the news. But so you guys haven't heard anything recently on it. How many of you knew about it before I started talking about it on either this stream or the last one? Kathy's in Minnesota, and it has been in the 80s here for 2 days, and she's complaining about it. I think it got 90 here today, did it not, Mom?
Close to it.
Can't wait for the cooler weather coming later this week. It's about time to cool off a bit. Oh man, I don't know about all that. Friday's low, Deborah says, is supposed to be 34. Computer says it's 84 degrees here in South Texas with a humidity level of 97%. Yeah, that sucks. Sucks to be you. Lori Carr, glad you're getting completely moved and settled. Oh, Pam is late. Pam is late. Lori, you made a video about this issue with PayPal. Yes, I did. I'm wanting to say November. Somewhere in there. Sarah Smith, that doesn't sound fun. Are you getting any of this cool coming in? Yeah, Jovita, are you going to get any of the cool air coming in? Broke Cowgirl Homestead is in here. It's 90 degrees here in southeast Texas and only 33% humidity, but still it's hot. Late. Cindy's late. Cindy. Sarah, not taking another October ice storm. 70s will be nice. 54 here in BC, Canada. Cheryl says PayPal was linked to my bank account, but I never was informed of the full PayPal number whenever I needed to enter it, so I changed my bank account. I'm trying to understand that. PayPal was linked to my bank account, but I never was informed of the full PayPal number. I don't understand. Like like your, hang on. Oh, Matt's here. My nephew's here. They're gonna go get that other dog. Oh, the fence is ready. Cheryl, are you talking about so that you could use your own PayPal? Is that what you mean? How did you treat termites, Pam? Set up a PayPal on separate account, not with business or personal. Yeah, I thought about that, opening another account, but it had to be a different bank because I already have 2 accounts at the one. Mom just, my nephew's here, so she just took off for a second. So if anybody's talking to her, they might be in there. This guy's here. And I bet y'all can hear his truck. There's a large help section in PayPal to ask questions, and I believe you can speak to a person. I might need to do that. Hit the like button, everyone, if you haven't already. There are 29 people watching, only 12 likes. I showed actually, I might be behind in chat, but I showed 28 likes. But thank you, Susan, thank you. Because people forget. Elliot is back. Hang on, let's let him. I don't know what he's doing. Big old diesel welder. River has 30 likes on her end. Now I got 32. I mean, I got 30 as well. I'm leaving the house, okay? Keep my live stream running just in case I talk about you. If Shelly says anything about you, I'll read it out. It's not bad. 30 people watching, 30 likes. I showed 31 likes. Mom, Povita says be safe.
Oh, thanks. Tell her thank you for me.
Hey, Tina Ladybug's in here. Haven't seen you in a month of Sundays. Oh, okay, Mom. Jody says 22 likes, 30 in chat. I see 32 in chat and 31 likes now. That's awesome. Shelly says it is 71 here and she's freezing.
Oh, bless her heart.
That is kind of cold, isn't it? That is cold. Sprayed them with neem oil. Soaked everything after cleaning everything out. It was a job. How do you know? Like, do they just get so bad and then you notice them? Or, I mean, like, how do you know you have mites? Or is that just something, I don't know. Okay, Susan refreshed the page and now she's up to date. 32 and 32. Good evening, Stephanie Perkins. Been a minute since I've seen you. Vita says you're welcome. We are, Tina. Where have you been? How are you doing? See? Tina's in here. Jody says it's 60s at night here in Maryland. So you that came in and just said hi to you. I can't read your name. I cannot read it, I'm sorry, but I see you. Truthfully, they got on me. Oh. They got on you. Is that like, is chicken mites, is it something that people get? Like, does it hang out on you? I got too many chickens not to know this answer. Maryland is a beautiful state. My cousin Dora lives. Is that Dora the Explorer? And we used to visit her in the summer. JB says I use no pest strips in my roosting area. No bugs. No pest strips. Is that like the sticky stuff or what? What is that? Fowler Family Fun is in here. It's a Fowler Family Farms second channel. Is it Mike or Tanya? Hey, whoever it is, Mike or Tanya, I don't know if you watched my last video on that I posted yesterday, but switched it up on you. That hen is still not laying eggs. I haven't been out there today yet, but she is still not laying. I do not know why. This might be why death layers lay until they die, because they never started producing a lot in the beginning. I don't know, but I think I'm pretty sure that the other 3 that Cassie gave me are hens, and at some point somebody's got to start laying eggs, and we will get you some. We will get you some chicks. So it's Mike. Chris says, heard you were going on a cruise soon. Love the last video of your cruises. I'm assuming you're talking to Mike. Caroline Fowler, hello. I can't see. Does that say Cupid's Angel? Hello? Ellen, I never see where you can give likes. Does the thumbs up mean like? Yes, it does. That thumbs up is the like button. And the hard yellow strip you can hang normally comes with a paper container, and you put them in. Use them in my pantry too. Is that like the fly traps? Is that what? I'm so confused. Less light right now might be the reason. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess. But the other birds are laying. Well, not all of them. Most of them. Pam. No, I could just feel something crawling on me. I kept a clean coop, but the stuff happens. I think it's from the wild birds. Ugh. Fowler family, okay. So I don't know. Maybe I need to do something about mites. I've not noticed anything. October 21st. Oops, almost put you in timeout. There's another Fowler in here. Yeah, are y'all related? Chickens can also get mites from straw. Did not know that. That means when we carry straw, we can get mites, does it not? It's called No Pest Strip. Google it. I've been using them around animals for more than 20 years. No Pest Strip. I'll do that. There. The neighbors. What link is that, Jovita? Regina says howdy to Puroki. What? Jovita, how are you going to retract something? Put my name up there and then retract it before I read it. It's my PayPal video. Oh yeah, check that out. I'll have to go back and watch it because I've forgotten exactly what the wording was. But it scared the tar out of a lot of people because their stocks plummeted. Sarah, 7 of my 9 hens are laying now, getting 6 to 7 eggs a day. My first Easter egg started last week. Beautiful mint green eggs. Can't wait to see what color the other 2 is it, how do you pronounce, two double E's do when they start? Is that how you would say that? I think I want some green eggs. I want mint and I want the dark greens. But it was very informative and unbiased. So I think we have, I'm not sure, I think we have 10 barred rocks. Maybe it's 8. I think it's 8 barred rocks. And then the death layer hen, or maybe 9 barred rocks and a death layer hen. And we're getting 6, 7, and 8 eggs a day just in that coop. Now, the white chickens are not laying at all and haven't been for a minute. The meat chickens, they were laying when we first got them, and we hatched 5 out, which are almost grown out and ready for processing. But the adult ones have already haven't been laying for a while. And then there are a couple of hens with the ducks, and they're laying egg. Who knows where? There's eggs out there everywhere. Who knows? I'm not gonna go looking for them. Put some calcium and protein back into the land. See, now that's the mic I recognize. Yeah, Ovita. She hasn't bought eggs at the store in years, and that's a good thing because the price is ridiculous, and the price of bird food, chicken feed, is ridiculous. This morning, we got in the car to leave. I was going to take Greg to work, and then I was headed to work. And hey, Pat. James Jesse. Anyway, I got in the car and I started it, and I sat there for a minute. I don't know why. Just sat there. I guess I didn't want to go to work. There's Living in Abundant Grace Homestead. Howdy, Amy. Anyway, I was looking out the window, just sitting there, and I saw something going up the side of my tree, and I knew it was like way too big to be a squirrel. And it's like, what is that? And we got out and went over there, and it was a raccoon, and it was like in the tree in my yard, and it was daylight. I mean, it was morning, but it was daylight outside, and that sucker climbed to the very top of the tree, and it was a big one. And I sat there and waited on Mom to come over and kill it, but she was a no-show. And so we put the meat chickens, because it was in front of the shop, one of the trees in front of the shop, and you know the hoop coop is there right next to Greg's tiny home, which is in front of the shop in that area. And so we put them back in the hoop coop and set the trap right in front of the door and put, food and set it, just in case. But those birds had to stay in the hoop coop all day until I got home, and I let them back out when I got home, and I fed them. I felt sorry for them, but because it got kind of warm today. But that stupid raccoon. It wasn't a possum. It would have been better if it was a possum. But it's so frustrating. We've caught, how many have we gotten this year? 2 or 3. It's like, where are these people coming from? Not people, raccoons. Geometry Dash, hello. How are you? Who are you? How did you get here? And now that you're here, what's your plans? At 58 minutes, I am. 59 and 30 seconds. About time to get off, isn't it? Who goes live next? Does anybody, who do you know that goes live next? I think, I don't know. I do know that they'll be pulling up because Mom just left to go get the second dog, but Dad and Greg should be on their way back with the first dog. And one of the dogs is the one that we got from the walkers. It's gonna be Zena's brother from a different litter. Same mother, different litter. Same mother and father, but different litter. So Zena, Walker's dog. Sarah, gotta run, time to feed the critters. Have a good night. Hopefully catch the live next week. I hope you do, Sarah. Hope you have a good night. I know that Rachel and Rusty go live at 7. Robertson, Billy Acres. Is that who that is? That's cool, new pup. Actually, he's not new. He's I think about 2. Simply Jan just walked up in here like she owned the place. Same litter as Charlie. Not the same litter. Yes, it is Robertson Valley Acres. It would be before Charlie. After Xena, but before Charlie. Carly. I knew who you were talking about. I went with it. Like, okay, Charlie. But I knew exactly who you were talking about. Talking about the Eddie family. That fan made me dizzy. That fan feels good. Jan, I started watching your video earlier and then I got busy. I started watching a few videos and got busy. I still need to find out, Mike, how your horse came through. And haven't been able to yet. See, how come I can't lean over because of Mike? I don't know how Tanya puts up with you. I wish I had a porch, and then next a fan on the porch. I don't have a porch. I have like a stoop or something, and it looks like the posts out front. They remind me of like bed posts. That's gonna be expensive to change. Dot, what's up? Glad to see you in here. Jan says our live stream was horrible because of the buffering. Dot, where you been? We've been on here an hour. Ovita's getting antsy. She's like, wrap this up. I think I am going to wrap it up. Attach your PayPal to a credit card that you only use for it, not your bank. How do you get your money? Jan has a video coming out tomorrow. Much better. Okay. Dot's gonna be nothing. Oh, the chat's moving. So if you attach it to a credit card, how do you receive your money from PayPal? Okay, can you ask me something? You do what? You drive to PayPal headquarters and they cut you a check. And you're funny, Fowler. Not a credit card, an ATM card. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, that's what I need to do. But then so they still, can you do that? Can you hook, can you put it to an ATM card? And they can still take money, like if they wanted to, because you give them permission, because you're buying and selling through PayPal. I mean, like if I was to make a purchase through PayPal, they have to have access to my bank account. How are women's allowed to talk? Well, I mean, we're allowed to talk with our mouth. Sometimes, facial expressions. On the phone, in person. My PayPal is connected to my bank and ATM. As long as you wait. Maintain a balance. You can have it. So if you maintain a balance, we can take it away from you. Vita, that's funny. Kind of think alike there. So I mean, but that would be the same thing essentially. I think if it's hooked to your ATM, it's less. Okay, you can close your ATM or stop your ATM card, like debit, cut it off. How do you get rid of it? Call a bank and say shut it down real fast, and that's easier than having to change bank account, completely close down your bank account. But it still gives PayPal access to your account should they ever decide to fine someone for misinformation. Because I'll tell you what, some things I said and some of the things I believe 2 years ago would have been misinformation and would have been conspiracy theory. Now they're not today, because they've all, a lot of things have come out since then. But they didn't specify where you're spreading this information and what could be considered misinformation, and that was my concern. I don't usually say too much on YouTube, but sometimes say things without thinking. Sometimes I do think it through and say it anyway. Happy anniversary to the Fowlers. Lorie, check into using prepaid card. That's an idea for PayPal account and not connecting it to your actual bank account. I don't know if you can do that. But I can, definitely check into it. But I gotta do something quickly, as I am talking to companies pretty regular. Josh, how are you doing? Not that you ever make a deal with all of the companies or half the companies. I mean, how often do you see me review something? It's very, very, very rare. Alive is a good place to be. I'm looking forward to after this life. I ain't gonna lie about that. Alive is a good place to be. That door needs some oil. What door? Crandall's chickens had mites really bad. He put some type of powder on the chickens and cleared out their chicken coop and put the powder in the bedding and stuff on the floor. Was it like diatomaceous earth? See, that was one, Crandall and, oh, what is her name? What's her last name? And Marcy. What is her last name? What's their channel name? Because I can't think of it right now. Fowler, hope you were able to have crab and sushi for your anniversary. Yeah, that's gross. Really hope there's something for us after death. There is. Totally. There's two different options. There's heaven or hell, and it's your choice. But there's only one way to get to heaven, and that is through accepting Jesus as your Savior, the sacrifice that He made for our sins. The Eldridge fam. Yes. So that was one of the channels that I got unsubscribed from, and then I went. I don't know if one of their videos popped up or if I went looking for them. I was like, I haven't heard from them in a while. And I realized I was unsubscribed. Havida, I know. You use 7 dust? Huh. Joe. How do you live a long life? I don't know. Honoring your parents. Honoring your parents is one way, but we're not guaranteed each day. Chicken mites won't get on people, but they will spread in your birds. Facebook will unsubscribe people. Yeah, Facebook or YouTube. Fellows just diatomaceous earth. Do you think I'll die young? Josh, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is you have 2 options. No, I don't, Mike. All I know is you have 2 options. And that's either you accept Jesus or you don't. Shelly has to sign off for a job interview. Wish me luck. Well, good luck, Shelly. Hope it goes well for you. Everybody's praying for you, Shelly, to do well. And hopefully you'll like the job position. I mean, that's always an option. They may like you and you might not like them. Alright guys, I'm going to get off here. I was in a hyper mood. Now I'm kind of slowing down. I'm tired and I'm slowing down. And I know that they'll be pulling in any minute with these huge dogs that are super hyper. But go watch that last video, please. And share it out. Share it out with your friends. You know, the ones that might like it. And we will talk to you, or I will talk to you later. And if I gotta figure out how to get out of here. Bye, y'all.